Welcome to Good Morning KU. I'm Leticia Couto.
And I'm Caroline Davis.
And we very much so appreciate you being here with us today because it's getting to that time of the year, you know.
It's coming to a close.
Yeah, and that can be scary, but it's also very good.
I know. I think I have mixed emotions over it. Part of me is so happy to be home and in a clean room, not a dorm room, and just not have homework for a couple months. But part of me is really sad. This year's been pretty fun. So yeah. But what did you do over the weekend?
Oh, okay. So I live in the scholarship halls, and one of them, Pearson Hall, they put up a music festival called Rockathon. We can check that out really fast.
That looks so fun. I wish I could have been there.
I know, it was open to everybody. I wish they had done a better job of advertising it. They do that every April, around like the end of April, because they have to make sure it's warm. That band was a student band, but they had around 5 bands and for almost around the Midwest. I remember the last year they had a band from Texas coming, and they had 5 songs on Spotify, so they were a legit thing. It's really cool, and it's free, and then there is free food too.
That's so fun. My weekend was kind of similar. I actually had a formal, and the venue for our formal was at the Oriad, so there was not a band, but kind of music and just on the top, and there was food, and it was fun. So I'd say it was a pretty good weekend for both of us.
Yeah, and it was something good to observe because I also had a formal over the weekend, and it was just so many formals and proms happening on campus.
I feel like there was a lot, definitely, at the Union too. They had a bunch of proms and just stuff of that sort, which was so fun.
It is, and it's just cool to see everyone dressed up, walking around campus. It's so different from the sweatpants that we usually see around.
It's definitely the perfect way to end the year on a good note.
That's true, and talking about good notes, the Royals won.
Again.
Yeah, they are just doing so good, you know. They just keep winning, and that's great. They won 6-1.
I don't want to jinx anything, but looks pretty good so far.
I know, right? So maybe we're in for another super awesome sports year.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see about that.
Yeah.
And also, didn't Game of Thrones, the new season, just come out?
Yeah, it came out last night, the first episode, and fans are just going insane.
I know, I heard there's a ton of hype for it, so.
Yeah, I particularly don't watch it.
Me neither, but
yeah,
I might consider.
Yeah, and Facebook and Twitter are blowing up with new scenes, and the hype is great.
Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked out the new season, you might want to do that.
Yep.
And I think that's all we have for this morning, but stay tuned for news.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you. Your identity for life. The University of Kansas. A great place to be you.
Trailer home in Mundine was destroyed and 2 people were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Celebration turned to tragedy at the high school prom in one Wisconsin town. 18-year-old Jacob Wagner showed up at Antigo High School prom and began firing a rifle at 2 students. Police officers serving as security quickly controlled the situation and fatally shot Wagner, while the other students survived with non-life-threatening injuries. It has been reported that Wagner had been bullied since middle school. It was quite a different story at another prom in Denver, Colorado. After a day at Coors Field, Los Angeles Dodger outfielder Yasiel Puig decided to surprise students at Chatfield High School by showing up at their prom and posing for pictures with the baseball team. Puig defected from Cuba in 2012 at the age of 22. The 89th Kansas Relays wrapped up a successful week with fireworks and some new discus records on Friday. Former Jayhawk Mason Finley broke a 40-year-old record in the open men's discus with a mark of 210 feet 2 inches. Then on Saturday, current Jayhawk Mitchell Cooper threw the discus 205 feet 3 inches in the KU quadrangular to break both the school and Australian national record. And that will wrap it up for today's show. Just 9 more days of regular classes, so make sure you're getting all those projects finished and start studying for your finals.